Sampling is the act, process or technique of selecting a suitable sample or a representative part of a population for the purpose of determining parameters or characteristics of the whole population. Especially in social sciences, people may be asking, see, why you want to go for samples? Why it is impossible for you to approach the whole population as such? So usually in case of social sciences, usually in case of management and all, usually the population will be very huge, and in certain cases population will be infinite also. So that in that case it will be very difficult to meet each and every element in the population, and hence the only way in front of us will be taking a sample which is truly a representative of the entire population, and we will be conducting a type of research to the samples, and we will be plowing back or incorporating the results that we are trying to find out from the sample to the whole population. This is the usual practice whereby how we follow through all these things. So for going on for sampling itself, there are different methods are there where the element of probability is involved, and in so many methods are there where no element of probability is there. So that each and every sample selection is based upon the prerogative of the researcher, how to do the research and what all techniques that he is going to use for analysis. All these things will be matter of concern there. So while explaining about sampling, 2-3 things are very important here. So it is a technique of selecting a suitable sample or a representative part of a population. This word is very important here. So sample, if we are taking, it should be representative. The first stress word here is representative. Part of the population, and what for we are doing all these things? We are doing this for the purpose of determining parameters or characteristics of the whole population. For example, see, if you want to taste whether a watermelon or something is sweeter or not, we will be taking a part of that. Or a bunch of grapes that if you are having, usually onto the vegetable store or the fruit stall, what we will be usually doing is that we will be taking one item from the bunch and we will be tasting that, and based on the taste we will be determining that okay, the whole bunch is going to be sweeter or it is having some sour taste or something else. This is the same principle that we are trying to use here. From the whole population we will try to select a sample which we feel that, or in some way or the other, we need to determine that it is the actual representative of the whole population. And what else we will be doing is that we will be closely examining what exactly the sample behaves like, and we will be studying about almost all the parameters of the sample, and thereby we will be estimating about, or we will be plowing back all the results what you have obtained by studying the sample. We will be incorporating it to the whole population. So social sciences, usually the population as such will be so huge, so that in practical sense it is always better to stick on to the sample. Why? Because cost aspects will be there, time constraints will be there, and it will be very difficult, or it will be time consuming as such if you want to go and study the entire population. So that people may be going on for sampling. Types of sampling, this particular chart is going to explain about what are the different types of sampling that we have. As I told you, basic distinction is this: based on probability, based on non-probability, and there is another thing, another area called mixed method of sampling, where the element of probability and element of non-probability is involved there. So when we speak about probability sampling, it can be again defined into or divided into 3 aspects: simple random, stratified random sampling, simple random sampling, and the cluster sampling. Non-probability, these 3 are the major things: quota sampling, judgment sampling, and snowball sampling. And mixed method, it is called a systematic sampling, where different phases will be there, and in the first phase the element of probability will be involved, and second phases onwards the probability element will be totally evacuated from that.